Hey, I've gotten some comments and emails lately from people who are saying, why aren't my manifestations happening soon? Or why are they so random? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And I wanted to do a video about this because, yeah, that can happen. And why is that happening? And I liken this to when I started de-looping my thoughts after my near-death experience. It took me some time to change neural pathways. Oh yeah, it takes some time. You can feel better right away. Any change that we do, whether it's therapy or tapping or exercise or whatever it is you might do, we can feel better for sure because we're doing something about the pain. the itch on the back. Let's itch it, start itching it. It'll feel better. But it doesn't mean that it's totally transformed until these old programs and old beliefs are transformed. Things aren't going to flow as well because we have a lot of things restricting it from coming in. We're just not aware of them. So when I go back to, again, the case of de-looping, which does relate actually very much to manifesting, it's basically the same thing. I'll get into that later, but it took time. It took time to change the way I was thinking. The beliefs that I had stored from childhood. From things that were said to me, and I took as real. I made them my own beliefs, even if I wasn't aware of them. Like, I can't do this, or I won't be good at that, or people will make fun of me, or it's my responsibility to worry about this person's well-being. It's like, no, on each of those. So it took time. It took time to not feel depressed anymore. But all of that changed in time because I worked at it every day. I de-looped. And slowly but surely, my body, my brain, my mind caught up to my intention, which was to heal myself. And the same is true for manifesting. Manifesting has this magical connotation about what it is. But actually, it's aligning your beliefs and your thoughts and your feelings, aligning them towards the kind of life you want. Because you're creating your life with your thoughts and emotions and beliefs. So people think, why isn't the manifesting happening? It's because of the beliefs and the thoughts and the emotions that are working against what you want. So that's why I keep hounding, I'm not hounding anyone, why I keep making videos about manifesting, because that's what we're doing all the dang day long with our thoughts and our beliefs and our emotions. We're just not doing it consciously. And that's when we have these problems in our life. And sometimes the problems were set there in motion before we were even born, when we made decisions before we came here. At least that's my belief. And that's to be worked out while we're here. So that's why manifestations are not happening right away or not as fluidly as someone wants. And one of the ways I would like to suggest, besides de-looping, to start moving things more fluidly for you in your manifesting is, besides de-looping and besides getting clear on what you want, those are just, in my world, those are just foundational. But this one is interesting because the world feels kind of screwed up right now. I don't know if you feel that way, but I know a lot of us do. I'm just like, what the hell? But if I think day in, day out, I wake up and I watch the news or something, which I don't, but I read something and I think, God, that's all screwed up. then I am seeing what is as a problem. Whereas if the universe wanted to change things in a flick of a finger or a blink of an eye, don't you think the universe would? This is set up as, I think, as an evolutionary process for us to figure out who we are, like on the deep level. Not these little ego levels. I'm talking about the deep level. Who are we really? And when hard things happen, we start finding out who we are. And I hate to say that because I freaking hate those moments. I don't feel like having a house burned down. I don't feel like being in an earthquake or a war or have benefits taken away from me. Who would? But I do know, in retrospect, on the crappy things that I've gone through in my life, that going through them hurt a lot. But coming out the other side, I can see how I was empowered and what I learned and how my life has transformed. And I'm tearing up because I'm so grateful. Well, I'm also grateful for coming out the other side. But just taking my near-death experience alone as a very clear example of a physical, mental, emotional trauma that occurred, look what's come from it. I mean, a truly happy, joyful life. Way more centered spiritually and connected spiritually to guides. And I'm able to put videos like this out. And you have all your spiritual insights that you're I'm sure are sharing with other people or other insights. And so thankfully, all of us are growing and learning from the hardships we have. And then we get to change our lives and share it with anyone who is asking for us to share it to them. We're not having to go out and change the world because the world is doing its thing. The world is forming each of us by showing us who we really are, giving us opportunities to do that. So I am working for myself on seeing the world as it is what it is. I could say it's bad. I could say it's good. All I know in this moment, it's really good. I'm sitting here in a car. The snow was coming down earlier. I'm going to a celebration of life event in 5 minutes here for someone I knew. And it's all good. Everything's all right. So I hope this helped. I hope that answered some of those questions that people have been asking me. And I certainly wish you a really, really cool, inspired day. Thank you for watching.